the main reason, obviously, we're calling is we want to hear about your experience with CBD and stuff like that. So can you tell me, like, when's the first time you heard about CBD? What was it being used for with dogs or cats or whoever? And what was that like?
Sure. So about 2 years ago, sadly, my dog went in for a dental, and she was put on a heating pad, which is not an appropriate use of the tool, and it basically burned her. So she cooked 50% of her body, and she ended up dying because of this.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. We were trying to save her for about 3 weeks, and even on all the pain medications, all the things that she was on, the only thing that actually settled her was CBD. I hadn't really known that much about it or anything like that, but when I saw the results in her and how it alleviated her pain, I was a big believer in that. It took me a little while longer before I started considering using it for myself, or before we decided to, go forward and carry it here at the daycare so that we could recommend it to adopters, use it on our foster animals. So I've been involved more deeply in it in about the last year. And that's when I decided to start a line of my own. So it's still in the very launching phases, but I believe in it so much that I wanted to start my own label and stuff. So,
aside from using CBD on your own dog, do you have any experience in using CBD to maybe alleviate anxiety or aggression in one of the rescue dogs?
Very much so. So we had a dog named Chloe, and she's really cute, but she's got like totally crazy eyes, and the crazy eyes totally describe her personality. She had separation anxiety, trying to get to her foster, just to get anywhere. We put her on CBD, and she instantly started actually paying attention to the dogs in the room, and actually enjoying herself and having a good time. So that was a huge difference. Another one we had is there's a little Chihuahua. He's kind of grumpy. He just started getting grumpier and grumpier. And I had mentioned CBD to her, and I was kind of like, you might want to try it. And it got to the point where I was ready to kick this little dog out because he was just going after other dogs. And I was like, please try this, please. And the next day when he came in and he'd had it, everyone was like, oh my gosh, what happened? He's like a different dog today. Like, what? He's so nice. What's going on? And so, like, it was the literal difference between him being in daycare and getting kicked out. And he's a total angel again now, back like he normally used to be.
We just love hearing these stories where, like, it has such a tremendous impact. And there's so many people, like, now it's become a lot more mainstream. But we've definitely, like, so my business, we've dog walking and pet sitting company on Long Island. And so we're starting to get a lot more people asking us questions about it. And, like, that's really what kind of brought this whole thing on was, like, so we do have dogs with separation anxiety that, are arthritic, that have had, post-surgical stuff can help with inflammation. And it's there's so many different products out there. What would you say to a pet owner who is
adamant?
Yeah, not, they're worried about giving their pet CBD because that's like, people are like, well, is it marijuana? Is it like the lack of knowledge is there, but also people are just hesitant. What would you say to somebody who is hesitant about giving it to their pet?
Sure. I actually have little samples. They're like 2 milliliter samples. And I'm like, just give it a try. And if you don't like it, don't keep going. But no one has not come back and wanted to buy the whole bottle. So I think it speaks for itself. But I also tell people too, which is something I believe in a lot, and I do some guest blogging and things like that where I talk about, people are like, well, that's just a lab. He's just anxious because he's a lab, or he's just busy because he's a mini Aussie or whatever. But we're taking animals and breeds that have jobs, and they've been bred to have jobs, and we're putting them in our apartment and then expecting them to live comfortably and happily in their skin. And sometimes you can exercise a dog, but they're still going to have some kind of energy. And when you're talking about, separation anxiety, there's no rational dealing with separation anxiety. Most of the time, like, some kind of medication is required to even manage it properly. So I explain to people, like, what you want for your pet is a happy, stress-free life. And if they're having trouble doing that in their own skin, for whatever reason, don't you want to help them be happy and stress-free? I mean, that's all you want for your pets. And so when they look at it like that, then they're a little bit more inclined, because, you know, a lot of people are like anti-medication or anti this or that. And I'm like, it's so simple. Like, why would you put your human views on your dog when your dog may really need you to look outside of your specific views of medication or whatever, and to be happy, to just be happy in their skin.
Thank you so much for taking the time. We really, really appreciate it. And we're looking forward to meeting in person and coming to talk more with you.
Yeah, this is awesome. All right, well, thank you again, and thanks for being patient with the dogs and the situation. So.
We got dog lovers over here.
We're in the industry. We understand.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, well, enjoy the rest of your day.
Have a good night.
Bye.